but this is a long.
This is a long way to
go.
get to the question I've previously had. How
does a planet have sex with a woman and produce Chris Pratt?
Yes, that's what I wanted to know. Like, can he turn into a freaking human? What happens?
So the question is, like, does he create, like, he maybe he can create an avatar of himself? But the more interesting theory that I saw is, what if it's the Wizard of Oz? Like, what if he's just pretending to be a living planet, and he's actually like a guy? Like, don't look behind the curtain, because the Wizard of Oz is pretending to be like this big, powerful, like Zordon-looking dude, but he's actually just like.
Did you just do a Power Rangers reference in there?
Yeah,
that is great.
Zordon.
I love that. I love that. That is so great. Continue. Sorry.
But yeah, no. So like, what if everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's a living planet," because it has like faith. But what if it's just like a guy inside going like
pulling strings.
levers and stuff?
Yeah.
Twirling a bunch of levers to make it look like he's powerful, and then they're like, "Well, can you help us?" And then he's like,
"No,
no, I really can't. Like, I mean, I have these magic shoes for some reason, but basically everyone else, I just go, yeah, you were a good dude the whole time. Don't worry about it." He's like, I need a heart. And he's like, yeah, you just had a heart. Don't worry about it. What a sham. What a con artist. What a con artist, this Wizard of Oz.
Oh, no, my dear. I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard.
So Kate Mara, she is an actress. She recently just played in the Fantastic Four movie. She's in Shooter as well.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Forgot about House of Cards. Yeah, she was given an interview, and she's like, I'm so down for another Fantastic Four movie. But is anyone else? That's the real question. I don't think – I know the people that did it are, like the actors that played the characters are, but I don't think anyone else is down. I don't even think Fox is down for another Fantastic Four movie.
So I haven't seen Fan Four Stick, I believe, as the internet would like to refer to it as. But the Fantastic Four was one of my favorite superheroes growing up.
And it's just been butchered again and again and again.
But I really liked the TV show when I was a little kid. Like, I remember specifically waking up because I wanted to make sure I was awake for Fantastic Four. Because after Fantastic Four, I'd have to go like swim practice or something like that. And I used to love it. I am going to insert the theme song, the original theme song to the show, because it's great. I'm going to insert it right now.
Dude, I like it. It's rhythmic as hell.
It's really literal. And, but no, I always liked it. I always liked the dynamic. And the one that came out in 2004 it wasn't good, but I remember going, all right.
I remember being Johnny Storm was really funny.
Yeah, well, he went on to be Captain America. But I remember thinking, like, this movie wasn't good, but you set up enough stuff that, like, the next one could be great. And then Rise of the Silver Surfer was terrible.
Oh, God, it was bad.
And then I just gave up. I was like, all right, Fox doesn't know what they're doing.
I think that movie actually killed Jessica Alba's career. The second Fantastic.
Are we sure that Jessica Alba's bad acting didn't kill Jessica Alba's career?
Victor, you always thought you were a god.
Let's not fight.
No. Let's.
I don't know. Too hard to tell.
Yeah, but yeah. So when this one came out, I'm like, I'm not even doing it. I'm not even doing it. I want my memories of the Fantastic Four to be me as a little kid sitting really close to my TV and my mom going, "That's gonna ruin your eyes." And I'm like, "Mom, have you seen how thick my glasses are? There's no ruining these eyes worse than they already are."
I'm just saying that isn't there a theory out there that Fox made this movie terrible on purpose, the most recent Fantastic Four?
All right, so basically in the 90s, Marvel went bankrupt and they had to sell off a bunch of their properties. And they've since reacquired a lot of the rights of those back, but the ones they haven't are Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four.
Well, they have shared rights to Spider-Man now, though.
Well, no. Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man, but they're like
they have creative control.
X-Men still owned by Fox, and those are Apocalypse.
Those are going downhill. Yeah, but they're making a new one, right? It's like the New Mutants.
They got.
It's all going to be terrible. I think
they got Old Man Logan coming out. I
forgot. Yeah.
I assume a Deadpool too. I mean, Deadpool was an accident. They didn't want to make Deadpool. But like Fantastic Four, it's like they just don't want to give the rights back. It's like, so they have to make movies. If they don't make a movie every 10 years, then Marvel gets the rights back. So in 1994, there's just like infamously bad, never released in theaters Fantastic Four movie they made.
I saw this the other day. It was like an article on it. It looks terrible.
It looks pretty bad. But like, so that's why. So they made that one in '94. So they had to make it, and they made the other Fantastic Four in 2004, and then that one did okay. So they made the next one in 06 or 07. So they rushed production on this because they had to make it by 2016 or 17, or else the rights for Fantastic Four would have gone back to Marvel. So they are basically sinking hundreds of millions of dollars into some Fantastic Four movies in the hopes that Marvel will offer them more than they spent on these movies.
Well, here's the thing. Like the Fantastic Four, like for all those who don't know, they're really big in just about every storyline within Marvel. At least one character, like Reed Richards is supposed to be the smartest man in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Well, definitely one of them. Like, I mean, Civil War, they're a big part of Civil War.
Reed Richards makes the prison.
He does make the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so, I mean, my biggest thing is like every time I see a movie, most of the time, like when they mess up Ghost Rider or they mess up Blade or whatever they're messing up, I don't feel bad, but like, God, I really love the Fantastic Four. Well, they did, and they just.
To bring it back to Fox, I mean, they're obviously doing it for a reason because they know they have a valid place in this universe, and maybe once I think Sue, which is the Invisible Woman, she has a big part in the the Infinity Wars.
Yeah, I mean, but I think the Disney Marvel have shown they don't need them. I mean, the X-Men I'm fine with because the X-Men don't make any sense in a combined universe.
Yeah, because mutant and a superhero, like there's nothing that makes them different. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, like how could you think that like Thor and Captain America and all these guys are like, that's so awesome, and then Wolverine's like, you're the worst.
You're a mutant. You have an extra gene.
Though in all fairness, people suck, so I could possibly see that as a real thing. Like people could be like no one has a problem with someone like being like, hey, I'm like genetically disposed to have like blonde hair, but then someone else goes, hey, I'm genetically disposed to have brown skin, and people go, well, you. So I could see it possibly happening, but like only because people are the worst. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
But yeah, like just give them the Fantastic Four because I want a Galactus storyline. Avengers 4 Galactus.
All right.
That's what I want. That's all I want.